What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Miguel, and behind me we have a 2018 M3. We're gonna go ahead and perform an oil service, replace the air filters as well as replace the spark plugs. So we're gonna go ahead and hop right into it. Stay tuned. See a little time lapse here. So as you guys saw there looks like there was a rodent or a mouse of some sort created a little nest by cylinders 1 and 2. Doesn't look like any of the wires are chewed up, so I'm going to go ahead and clean everything out. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. But the customer is trading in the car. He's actually getting into an M5, believe it or not. So we'll go ahead and keep trucking along. I stand corrected. There are some wires that are chewed up here. Here, right there. So I'll go ahead and see what our situation is here. Alright guys, I just went ahead and spoke to the service advisor as well as the used car manager, which is going to be buying the car off of the customer and try and get a CPO. So like I said, the harness is damaged here. They're going to go ahead and pay for the harness. Of course, we don't have the harness in stock, so it'll be here tomorrow morning, hopefully. I'm going to continue on the spark plugs, but for now the car is stuck in my bay because obviously I already have everything apart. I don't want to put it back together in order to bring it back in and pull it all apart again. So it's going to stay like this until tomorrow morning, and I'll catch up with you guys then. Alright guys, almost a full week later, after a bunch of snowstorms and ice storms, I finally got the harness in. So we're going to go ahead and swap that out, as well as continue on replacing these spark plugs, and then go ahead and put everything back together. And to replace this harness, guys, is pretty simple. Remove all of the ignition coils, the connectors to the ignition coils, the grounds in each one, as well as the fuel injectors and the 2 T25s, and then disconnect it from the DME over here, which sits underneath the intake manifold, and then we'll go ahead and put the new one in. So here we have the old and the new, and just like that, the new harness is in. And now we're going to go ahead and put everything back together. More time-lapse action. So before we go ahead and put everything back together, go ahead and start the car up, make sure everything is good to go. So that way, if anything does go wrong, I'm halfway taking it apart before I have to take anything else apart. So let's go ahead and start her up. Seems like we're good to go, so let's go ahead and continue putting this back together. Alright guys, I went ahead and wrapped everything up as you can see here. So now I'm going to go ahead and reset the service lights, go ahead and perform a road test and make sure everything's good to go. Alright YouTube, we're in the M3 now. We're going to go ahead and perform a road test real quick, see how this thing feels, and then we'll go ahead and put it to wash and get her out of here. See if I can set you guys up somewhere. So far so good. I don't know if you're gonna hear any burbles or anything, but this thing's popping like crazy. It's got the M Performance exhaust. Some guy was actually coming to look at it right now, see if he wants to buy it. So the asking price for this thing was $62,900, I believe. And when the car was first sold, sticker price I believe was around $90,000, maybe even a little more than that. The car's got 12,000 miles on it, but it's I want to say fully loaded, carbon fiber everything, Alcantara steering wheel. Thing's pretty dope, 6-speed manual. Garage kept for most of its life. As you can see that the harness was chewed up there. Alright, let's see, you can give her some juice. As the camera falls. I'd say we're good to go. So doing spark plugs, I usually tend to give her a little juice, make sure she doesn't break up in the higher RPMs. This car feels good. Yeah, so now we'll go ahead and put this thing to wash. It looks like we got a nice 458 here coming across. All right. Thanks for tuning in. As you see, we just did some services on this beautiful M3. I'm gonna go ahead and take her to wash. I'll catch you guys on the next one.